This is the basic cow sitting, minding its own business. Now, we're gonna go in slow motion, very slowly. Watch this cow. Okay, now I am going to pan it upwards. Now, look, object in the sky.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Man, what the hell is that, boys? What the heck is that? A UFO. The cow reacted to this thing. To whatever that is. In the sky. The cow reacted to it. So we got a perfectly healthy cow, up until the moment it died, just sort of dropped dead for no apparent reason. So we decided to bring in Dr. Mike, the cowologist, to perform a cowtopsy on this thing. And let me tell you something, it was one of the weirdest autopsies I've ever seen performed in my entire life. Not that I've seen a lot of them, but I mean, when you start pulling out baseball bats and shooting a dead cow, sawing at it, using bolt cutters on its ribs and face, and removing its eye for no reason whatsoever, I just don't know, man. It's just, I kind of was starting to question the guy's credentials a little bit.
So we're going to be reviewing this footage frame by frame. Okay, so let me do this really quick. Like that. See, there we go. See, and then it goes boop,
Wow.
boop, 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 boop.
And that's in one frame.
That's in one frame. Now, I've been trying to figure out how fast this object is. And I have come to the conclusion that it is about 1,000 feet per second.
We have no craft, none, known or unknown. We do not have the technology to produce a craft that can go 1,000 feet per second. That's faster than a bullet out of a gun, people.
I thought it was a bird. Also, is this gonna take much longer? Cause me and Dragon have to put up more decorations for Christmas.
So assuming that this is just hovering right over this tree, if it's actually farther back in the distance than it appears right here, it could actually be moving faster. Right there, people. Look at that thing. All right, now it goes from right here, right above the treetops here. Fast forward there we go, to there. Back and forth. Back and forth. And the distance here, you're saying, is 1,000 feet in 1 second.
Yeah.
That's fast, people. Okay, notice the halo around it. All right? All right? See it right there? Move it now, move it back. Move it forward. Eric. There we go. This halo. Now, these halos are caused by a temperature differential. All right? Basically, it's a fancy way of saying it's a change in temperature in an extreme manner. All right? So what this means is that this is actually displacing energy around it. Now, it's also in the old famous tic-tac, not to be confused with tick-tock, people, tic-tac shape. Now, the Navy has actually verified these craft. They have actual footage of these on another show called Unidentified, also available on the History Channel.
So, are we dealing with a craft that is affecting the cow? So the rest of the herd saw and moved. Except for that poor one. Huh. The cow was sick, so it stayed while the herd moved.
So this could have potentially prevented a full-blown cattle mutilation. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if we hadn't captured this stuff and the cows hadn't run off or whatever, they probably would have gone surgical on this poor thing. I mean, I mean, I know that Mike removed an eye surgically, but they probably would have done it if we had, captured this. But one thing that we have to remember, guys, is we can't be mistaking correlation for causation. Just because something follows something else doesn't necessarily mean it caused it. But this is definitely a very strong correlation. I mean, you can practically see them on the limb out there getting their surgical tools out, ready to perform a very precise surgical procedure on this poor animal. So you gotta wonder, I mean, is this just some kind of coincidence that a cow just falls dead all of a sudden from some sort of predator and stressful event, and then just happens to be a UFO flying by right at the same time? Highly unlikely. Alright. Or is there some sort of causation involved? Which it most definitely is. That thing has caused this cow to die. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Sudden separation? Yes, many times.
What about electromagnetic anomalies?
Hey, that's my word.
Where there are mutilations, UFOs, you find electromagnetic battery drain.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Wow.
Uncanny.
Unprecedented. This is a game changer.
Another weird, strange phenomenon. Let's not forget about that.
We're dealing with portals, advanced tech. You will get more data. Now,
Beams.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy stuff in rooms. Sealed off rooms. Bones. Tom's... Who knows what all that's all about? Tom. Dragon's forehead. Jim's lip. Lack thereof. Dragon's ears. No, Eric's ears. Jeez. Dragon's obsession with knives, shotguns, and other weaponry. What else we got?
I'm tired.
William's lackadaisical, suddenly in a funk or a fugue state. Something going on with that dog.
But listen, keep doing what you're doing.
Oh! Trust me, I'm going to do that.
Listen, I gotta get going. I got a meeting with Chief Gary.
Tell him I said hi, would you?
I will.
You two need to have a ceremony of some kind and sort of just knock the Satan out of this place or something. I think we're just beginning to pull back the curtain on what's behind the ongoings of D'Angelo Ranch. I think maybe we should maybe take a step back and try to gather as much data.
Oh my god. Oh.
And maybe for about a month, and then we will review all of that data back at my corporate headquarters. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's do it! Yes. Let's do it.
4 to 6 weeks later.
So we were all gonna drive over to Brandon's corporate headquarters separately, but Tom came up with the brilliant idea of, hey, why don't we all drive together? Jim, no, get in the back. Back, Jim.
I thought this would be over.
No. No way in hell am I letting you ride next to me. Especially with Tom. Tom sits up front. What about a little Christmas music, Tom?
Oh yeah.
Any special requests?
Let's do Trans-Siberian.
Sounds good. Let's get this going. So we decided to take this month to collect some data. I mean, we have, what, 50,000 cameras on the place, so just kind of pulled all that together, and I'm really excited to see what people have been doing in their, you know, on their days off, I guess. Everyone, I want you to meet the Attorney General of the state of Utah. This is Sean Reyes. He is here as a representative of the state of Utah to basically help us in this this journey that we've taken to try to understand what is going on at D'Angelo Ranch. Hi everyone, it's nice to meet everybody. The fact that the Attorney General has come here, man, that just shows how huge this is, that they're taking the matter very seriously. Because, I mean, this could be a matter of national security, all right? I mean, who knows what we're about to uncover? Brandon has been keeping me updated as to what's going on out on the ranch, and I just wanted to come in and tell you that the state of Utah is taking this very seriously. What is going on out there? It's definitely a matter of national security. The government has also been involved with investigating these activities out there, as you all know. But we're going to try to help you guys any way we can. So I've called everyone here to evaluate the data that we've accumulated over the course of a month, and also discuss our findings and analyze what we have and where do we go from here.
We have lots of important points that we have to discuss. We need to decide what is coincidence and what isn't.
I mean, we got to figure out what are the connections of this stuff. I mean, what's connected and what isn't connected. Because, man, we got so much stuff going on. We need to find out how much this stuff is related. Why don't you explain to Attorney General Reyes exactly what happened out there with the cow? Well, cow just up and died for no reason. I mean, no blood trail, no animal scat, nothing. Just nothing removed, no blood, no mutilation, nothing. Cow just died.
Well, it was emitting gamma rays.
And microwaves, let's not forget about them. And we were basically inside a microwave out there by that cow, ready to get jiffy popped.
So what happened is, this cow was just going about her thing, got stressed, lowered her immune system, got pneumonia, and died.
Interesting. I mean, you all managed to record an anomalous object above a cow that had just died. Something scared it to death. And then your biosensors started reacting to gamma rays, microwaves, and your phone started going off and Tom started going off.
Usually after a cow dies, I take the cow to, go decompose. I was out there at the ranch last week because I just can't help myself but go because, it's like my home. I love it there. And no scavenger has touched it. And it's still there.
So I know a cow farmer back in Alabama, and he had a cow a few years back get struck by lightning, okay? And afterwards, no predator would touch that cow. Not one. And to this day, that cow's still sitting out there untouched. We decided to shoot some rockets off, because why not? Weather balloons, they didn't seem to go high enough, so you know what will? Damn rocket. So we thought about launching Tom, which he graciously agreed to. But yeah, so we shot rockets off, and we're thinking, oh man, this is gonna scare the bejesus out of the cows. But no, something happened where they decided to come closer to the rockets to avoid whatever it was on the other side.
The herd came to where we were.
They didn't come, they ran.
The cows were in a panic, stampeding. It was wild.
The cows were fighting. The cows were, head-butting and mooing. Mooing!
It's kind of what cows do, Tom. I mean, they tend to moo. I mean, especially, it's like your helicopter story. You're like, that thing's up in the air. I'm like, what the hell else is it supposed to do? Cows moo, Tom. Yeah, I thought they were going to take down the fence. I thought I was going to have to start shooting some of them. So something concerned them more than just the rockets. Yeah, oh yeah. So I'm scared of more rockets, and I'll tell you what damn is. UFO. UFFO. Unidentified flying effing object. I'm scared of those cows to death. Literally. A random sighting is okay. But once you have a pattern of sightings where you have numerous sightings and you couple that with cows just dropping dead for no apparent reason or from stress and cow mutilations even that definitely warrants some concern. And Travis, you found out firsthand just how dangerous the ranch can be. Oh yeah, I found out firsthand, all right. I mean, I had to lean against the side of that thing for stability because I was so bonked. I feel like,
My pen's running out.
I don't know, like I bonked. I mean, you were hospitalized, right, Travis? Oh, yeah, I've been hospitalized. I had surgery. I had a lump on my finger the size of an M&M. One of these. This big. On my finger. Guess how many stitches I had? That's disgusting. Tom, take a guess.
I don't want to guess.
Go ahead.
18.
Holy cow. That Tom boy, he knows. 18 is right. 18 stitches, boys. 18 stitches to remove a lump the size of an M&M. Sorry I was gone for a few minutes. I had to change my shirt. Now, every time we went out there and took measurements of this thing, not the tumor, not the lump, not the M&M, although I bet you if you did do readings on the M&M, they'd probably be shooting off some gamma rays or something, microwaves. But, yeah, rays. Shooting out of my finger! So, yeah. Well, you're not the only one, Travis, who suffered a serious injury. Didn't Mr. Winterton have some sort of episode or incident?
Finally!
Nothing compared to what happened to me, though. I mean, I'm fine now, but I almost died.
They couldn't explain my injury.
We're not talking about just broken bones here. Like normal ranch injuries, broken bones. We're talking rays, beams.
Tom's injuries were a neurological episode. The ranch is dangerous.
That's pretty good, Jim. So after all of your experience in vast accumulation of knowledge and, wait for it, Eric, data, you have come to the conclusion that the ranch is dangerous. You know, that's kind of like your one suggestion where everyone was tired and you said, maybe we should get some sleep. That's your idea, huh, Jim? That's your plan.
Yeah.
Is to get some rest.
Yes.
Because we're all tired.
Yes.
And your big idea is to get some rest. I'm tired. Jim's plan. Maybe we should get some rest. I like it. Sometimes the simplest answer is best, people. And trust me, when it comes to simple, Jim's our guy. Let's get some rest. Can you believe this guy? PhD. PhD's really working out for you, isn't it?
Something in our physiology is responding, but also devices.
Hey guys, look at my phone. Look at this thing. It's doing a bunch of stuff all by itself. Look at that. Look at that. It's long. What? I'm not even touching my phone, guys.
Many devices dying.
Okay, guys. The batteries are almost dead on this thing, and I had it fully charged before I came out here. Basically, if it had batteries or electronics, it malfunctioned. Kind of like Jim. Still not working. Can't get connection. Let's take this hunk of crap, this $35,000 hunk of crap. I'd watch my mouth if I were you. If we try to drill any deeper, it's going to damage the equipment.
Well, damage the equipment for God's sake!
This is not a coincidence. It might not just be phenomena. It might be trying to lead us to something.
Once again, Jim, it's my job to sensationalize this stuff. I mean, you have all seen aerial phenomena simultaneous with events. Well, we didn't intend to, but could have contacted this thing and, who knows, sent out an SOS or something, saying, here we are. After having a month to reflect on all this stuff, it's actually come clear, possible, that we may have been saying hi to this stuff. In the meantime, we're about to die. So it's possible that you communicated with this object in the sky.
If there are connections, can we figure them out?
We launched some rockets, which I thought was pretty cool. Because, you know, the weather balloon just wasn't ready to punch through whatever was up there. We just slammed some rockets through there. But that's when all of a sudden a bunch of phenomenon occurred. UFOs, beams, and whatever else. I mean, I don't think there's ever been as much activity on this crazy place since I've been here. We just got all the werewolves and vampires coming out now. This is zombies. Zombies? The hell's a zombie, Jim?
You know, we've never had physical evidence before.
I mean, which is impressive. Wait, we have verifiable evidence, measurable proof of phenomenon going on at this ranch. Both aerial and subterranean. Damn, that was a good word. Fascinating. That's awesome.
We've advanced with this. There are moral issues here which fall on your shoulders, Brandon.
Dude. If these things are saying hi, I mean, do we have permission to say hi back? We have agencies for that. People who know, who decide how this should be done, who should be doing the communicating, and what should be said, most importantly. The protocols. Yes. People to do stuff in a certain order, in a certain way, just in case this kind of crap starts happening. Man, we're at DEFCON 1 here, people.
My head is swimming with what it all means.
There's something you'd like to share with the class, Eric?
Yes, I do. If you're ready. Dun dun dun.
Oh. Hello. So, of course, Eric's got, you know, something to unveil for everybody. And, you know, he can't just open it up and show us what it is. You know, it's got to have some drama behind it. Just like, oh, it's like that magnet. Like, you want to show him the case? Oh, yeah, I'll show him the case. You sure you're all ready to show me that case? And you're like, oh, man, what's going to be in there? It's going to be some kind of alien artifact or something. What is it? It's a damn magnet. Which has no relevance or bearing on anything that's happened so far on this ranch. And now he's got this thing. All I can say is for his sake, it better be something pretty cool.
Oh, it'll be cool.
What are you doing in the I'm trying to go to the bathroom here, Eric!
I made a model based on RF signals and microwaves. It's something from above. The model shows reflective anomalies upward.
The basin looks like a giant radio antenna, like a dish, focused upward.
Prepare to be amazed. So we're going to be fleshing out a hypothesis. You know, building the model. Now this comes from the U.S. Geological Survey, the survey map. So this is a 3D rendering of the survey map, and the ranch is dead center, like right there. So it's a 60,000 square meter mirror, and there's reflected points on the map. Now there's parallel beams coming down that are being reflected. Here's the map. Let me change the little screen here. There you go, there's the map.
Incredible, man. Wow. Really cool. Really, really awesome.
Yeah, that's my short 1.5-minute explanation of this in terms that the Attorney General will understand.
Can we do this? Awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, look at these center beams. I mean, look at these center beams right here. So cool, Eric. I mean, really. We got center focus shooting up to somewhere. Like, focused. Impressive. Really. So, Eric gives this big presentation about this map that he made. I felt like I was in class attending, like, people presenting their year-end class projects or something, you know? And a lot of it, man, it didn't really make much sense. I mean, talking about this stuff and everything, and trying to make sure it looked really cool. Very, I mean, I dare say pretty. But, I mean, it's like stuff coming, I think he's trying to say stuff was coming down but reflected back up. He actually captured it. But, man, I just feel like, man, okay, listen to this, like some 2-year-old presenting a diorama on the Ice Age or something. But, anyone else notices that, ever since we've been gone, Eric's ears have actually seemed to, like, even gone out further? Like, he's starting to look like Curious George or something, with the monkey ears sticking out of his head. I don't know, people, but it was pretty cool, but damn. Kind of went on for a while. Anyway.
It was 1.5 minutes.
Eric, Jesus, I'm in the bathroom. Courtesy flush. The big question is, what could be causing this energy? Well, that's the big question, isn't it?
That's the big question of the day.
So, based on Eric's model, and I gotta say this, because, you know, he does all the stuff where he's unveiling stuff like it's gonna be some super thing, like the magnet. This was actually pretty cool. You can tell he worked pretty hard on it. Eric's out there pulling his pants up over his stomach. I mean, I don't know what he's doing, but what's really neat about this thing is, you know, based on his model, there is direct energy out in space coming down to the ranch, and guess what's right in the middle of that signal? Now, most people would say, well, it's probably Homestead 2, but it's not. It's Tom's noggin. As I see it, there's only about 2 possibilities. A reflective dish that's receiving a signal from outer space, but to what end, we have no clue. Or it's a dish that's receiving a signal from under the earth and projecting that signal out into outer space. And again, to what end, we have no idea. My theory is it's both. It's a sender and a receiver, and in the middle of it, Tom's head. So basically above or below or combo.
Source and destination.
And why you gotta take everything I say and turn it around and say the exact same thing with just more technical terms? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I 100% agree, Jim. Mark this down, people. The ranch is definitely having an effect on me. When you start agreeing with Jim, you know stuff's out of whack. But we gotta find out where this energy's coming from, guys.
Reminds me of a focused source.
Now I'm just thinking, guys, so bear with me, alright? These balloons went up and failed right at 5,000 feet. Alright? Which is 1 mile up. Now, we don't know if it was bad luck or what, but yeah, that they were never recovered. Interesting. And that's when we decided to use some rockets. Wait, you never recovered the balloon? No, never recovered. We had GPS trackers on the things. The instruments failed. We couldn't find them. Things floating around in space, for all we know. So when it hit that point, instruments failed. Oh yeah! They failed the hell out of it. What? Wow. Well, there's something else I need to share with you guys, and I don't want to be like Eric, where I got to build up this huge dramatic moment. So I'm just going to tell y'all. I have been contacted by the intelligence community, and they are very interested in what we're doing and what we found.
Why wasn't I contacted? I'm a member of the intelligence community.
No, you're a member of the unintelligence community, Jim. All right? They specifically said they contacted me because they didn't want to contact a moron. Anyway, they are very interested in what we have found, what we have discovered, and especially what we are doing. They are not there to spy on us. They are monitoring us, though. Like how? They approached you? Yeah, well, if you want to call being kidnapped and thrown in the back of a windowless black van by a bunch of guys wearing sunglasses, then yeah, they approached me, Dragon. So we're being monitored. Oh yeah. Yeah, now, monitored. Not spied on, guys. Monitored.
It looks like we're being watched.
All right. And they've measured stuff too. And they really just want to compare notes. Got a camera on the bottom of it. Like a gimbal camera. See similarities and differences. And by compare notes, I mean they're going to take our stuff. Be watched, people. Whether we want them to or not. And look at it. Okay? But I find it very intriguing that the government, the intelligence community, not the unintelligence community, Jim, is very interested in what we're doing. This tells me that this is either a legitimate episode, anomaly, if you will, or even a threat. What's the reason? Why wouldn't you use the transponder?
Because you wouldn't want someone to track your location.
Man, oh, you crazy little, almost a youth. Yes. They're trying to disguise themselves. Trying to hide. A threat to national security, people.
Oh,
We're stumbling on something big, guys. I mean big.
Strange.
unprecedented.
So, I mean, are they wanting to shut us down? No, Dragon, no. They do not want to shut us down. They want to work with us. And by work with us, I mean shut us down.
They'll encourage us to go in a different direction.
Well, they definitely wouldn't want the world to know the results or the findings that we have.
They won't tell anybody.
I mean, again, they want to work with us. Work with us. And trust me, when the government wants to work with you, you're going to work with them. But we're being monitored. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, monitored by the higher levels of channels of government.
Higher than you, Brandon. Higher than you.
Definitely. I mean, that makes this real. Oh, yeah. Like, really real. So, I mean, I want to get to the bottom of this. So, let's take it to the next level. So, what do?
We want to increase the instrumental bandwidth. We want to have the virtual presence constantly.
That's a great idea. All right, guys, so I'm just thinking, right off the top of my head, so bear with me. And the last time this happened, I thought of wormholes. Wormholes. But this one's even better, guys. I think we should design a small satellite platform, all right, that we can launch in a low orbit trajectory that just hovers over the ranch. So we get constant 24/7, which means constant, by the way, satellite surveillance. Now, I know what you're thinking, Brandon. Well, how much is this going to cost me? Not going to cost you a damn dime, son. I got ties with NASA. Yeah, I do. Unlike you, Jim. And don't even speak. I have already contacted them and told them that we are very interested in launching Tom into space in a low orbit, and so he can just kind of take a telescope or something, or a pair of binoculars, and just kind of look down at the ranch the entire time he's up there.
Yay!
Yeah, that's what I had in mind. So it's not going to be much design to the thing. It's just going to be Tom, some duct tape, and a pair of binoculars. All right? That's what I mean by a satellite. And so, yeah, we'll just launch him up there. NASA said they'll do it for free. When I proposed the idea of launching Tom into space with a pair of binoculars and some duct tape, man, they loved the idea. They were just like, man, this is something we've never done before. And I knew Tom would go along with it, wouldn't you, Tom?
Oh, absolutely.
That Tom, anything for the ranch. Wow. So what we need to do, guys, is really poke the hornet's nest, as Dragon says. Radioactive hornets. We need to get this stuff, we need to stimulate phenomenon that we've had. And I mean, we need to stimulate it a lot. We're going to repeat everything. Yes, everything. We're going to drill. We're going to dig. We're going to throw crap in the air. We're going to launch rockets. We're going to shoot off fireworks. We're going to do everything that you're not supposed to do on this ranch. And we're going to repeat it. All right? Because we people are going to crank it up a notch. So let's wait for season 2, because stuff's going to get crazy.
We need a med program with protocols in place.
Health and safety issues are number one here, guys. So we have to make absolutely sure that we are taking every precaution that we possibly can to ensure that no one gets injured. Well, no one gets injured anymore. Glad you brought the health and safety issues up, Brandon, because I'm glad we've got those dosimeters, because one thing about them is that they monitor our vitals and they tell us, when we've been exposed.
It's something from underground.
Yeah, I want to dig. And boys, I want to dig with a capital D. I want to dig to hell. All the way through hell to China. I want to dig really deep. I want to dig a hole so deep that I go spelunking down it. And once I come out the other side, I'm in China. Well, Tom, how do you feel about digging?
Oh, it's no big deal. I'll just have my tinfoil hard hat.
You dig, or we hire somebody to dig? Because when we were drilling, you stepped away. Because we definitely don't want to harm my good buddy Tom.
A lot of people think digging led to my injury. Didn't, but that's for a story for another day.
We need to dig, but we also need to be cautious. Every time that we question something, the ranch responds. Oh.
Well, I don't think it's an entity, Tom. All right? I don't think there's some kind of goblin living down there or some sort of kraken down in the depths. Not an entity.
No, in fact, the ranch responds.
So I think we can all agree on that. But I'll tell you guys, it's probably time for me to come clean. With especially you, Brandon. But when you all called me in here, I didn't believe any of this crap. Not one bit of it. I was like, look, radiation, nuclear testing, whole bit. But all right, I'll come in and investigate this stuff. To say that I was doubtful when I got here is an understatement. I didn't believe any of this. And usually in these kind of cases, 99% of the time it's nothing. It's explainable. But there's always that 1% where it's inexplicable, unexplainable. And on this ranch, we have that 1%. And we have it verified, people, with data, with Tom, with myself.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I almost died. Almost died, boys. But so we've got that. And we have evidence, concrete, measurable evidence, data, that there is something there.
Yes.
But it's not an entity. Agreed. Definitely. I believe that if the ranch can tell us that we're not alone in this universe, then this will be the greatest science project, even better than Eric's presentation, and endeavor of all time. Yes, absolutely. This could be the scientific discovery of all time. Well, I think we need to take this very seriously. I think we need to take this very seriously, Jim.
Very serious.
Yes. And I just want to thank you guys for, inviting me in here to participate in this, conversation, roundtable discussion, whatever you want to call it. Meeting.
Business meeting.
Yeah, business meeting. Good, Jim. That's good. And I'm anxious to see what's next. So, well, thank you for your endorsement, Attorney General Reyes. We'll see. All right? We'll see you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out here, Attorney General Reyes.
Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We have a responsibility to solve what is going on at the ranch. And it's not a matter of if we solve these things, but just a matter of when.
This has been an amazing summer. Other than being locked in the trunk, told to shut up numerous times, being completely disrespected by people that don't have PhDs, but otherwise an amazing summer. We actually saw UFOs, which is what? Now, we need to start tracking, and we need to start communicating, because we need to take the next step. Why here? Like, we need to know why they're here, why they're choosing, to put stuff here, like, just figure out why.
When I first came to the ranch, I guess you could say I was an agnostic. I didn't want to say I didn't believe this stuff, but I didn't want to say that I did either, at least without some sort of evidence. But after everything that's happened this summer, I'm shocked. I mean, I'm really, really shaken up by this stuff. I mean, this has become real. This is reality here.
We've opened up a can. We've just begun to scratch the surface. Every discovery, we ask 10 more questions. Now look at this tree, okay? Dragon bought this Baby Yoda ornament just for me. Look how cute. And it's just for me. And yes, and look at, oh my God. I love it so much. Christmas!
There's an inconceivable amount of what we've discovered over the past summer, people. I mean, it's just proof, measurable proof. There's just something not normal about this place, all right? I mean, this place could hold, the secret to the universe and explain, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. I mean, we are on the road of discovery, people, discovery of the secrets of the universe. But here's the other thing that we're definitely going to discover. We're going to discover, 1, why is Tom's forehead so high and why his skull is shaped the way it is. 2, we're going to discover why Dragon's forehead just keeps climbing exponentially week to week. We're going to discover 3, why Eric's ears seem to just protrude farther and farther and farther at a geometric rate every single time we see him. 4, Jim. We're going to figure out a couple things on him. 1, whether he actually resides on Earth, and 2, why doesn't he have an upper lip? The other one we're going to discover is Eric. Not to mention his ears, but his mouth. Ears get bigger, mouth gets smaller. The other thing we're going to discover is why Linda is so trippy-dippy where she feels like she's from the planet Venus. We're going to figure out, why does Brandon talk the way he does? Why is everything so existential and like out there, outer spacey, where he's just like, well, we're going to find something. And most importantly, people, we're going to figure out why I have to always yell at the top of my lungs whenever I speak. So stay tuned, all right? So let's do it!
up, Jim!